up, family? CTR Media Network. Yeah. Best in the biz. Yeah. Join the team. CTR is who we are, the media network, that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above par. Never lasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself, your health is here, we got it. Reaching 350 million, they tuning in. We in 50 different countries, we all can. And like minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your mental alignment. Get active and speak to the masses. Build your influence all levels and all classes. Now you know you can monetize and grow. CTR Media Network, start the show. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network. CTR is who we are, the media network, that's the best by far, you know. CTR Media Network. CTR Media Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to CTR Media Network live stream. Yes, this is where you get a little piece of what we do here on the network, and you can see some of our great shows that we have, and then we encourage you to go and download the app. So you're gonna get a dose of some of our shows right now, and then we may come back on tomorrow to play some more of the shows, and you can go and binge watch the rest of the episodes. Yes, at ctrmedianetwork.com. You can go and download the app. But you know how we do. We want you to go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button. Give us a comment because we are live. We want you to share and subscribe. The website is www.ctrmedianetwork.com. Thank you so much for everyone who have already subscribed, comments, sent in your letters and everything, and also sent in about your you being excited about being featured on CTR Media Network. So if you would like to be featured on CTR Media Network on any of our podcast shows, just simply send in your information, and then we'll get back with you in the order in which we receive your request, and then we will place you on the show that fits your particular content, particular message or mission or product or service based upon the availability of the podcast host. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with our CTR Media Network live stream. You guys enjoy, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.
It's been phenomenal. Hi, I am Brittany Bossup, and being a part of CTR Media has been phenomenal for me. I am a licensed therapist, and I work with corporations, therapists, and divorce mompreneurs, helping them to overcome self-doubt, clarify their goals, and transform their thinking so they can make more money while healing to move forward. And one thing CTR Media has done for me is just been just a phenomenal aspect in my life, as it's helped me to be able to get my voice out there, to tell everybody about my books that I have, such as my book that's getting ready to be released, Unapologetically Divorced, helping people to understand that it's not just about the weight of divorce, but it's the weight of getting rid of everything in their life that's holding them back. And me having this platform is amazing. To me, it's professional. It shows corporations that I am very serious about my craft, and that it paves the way for me to be able to open up so many doors and opportunities, not just for myself, but for lots of people who have come on my episodes, shared what they do, being able to share their business aspect, and just have a sounding board on so many levels. I love what I do with CTR Media. CTR Media has truly blessed me. And even from a personal aspect, CTR Media has been that for me, helping me with my own personal transitions in life, checking in on me, making sure I'm good, and making sure my content is something for the audience that they really want to hear, letting me know what my numbers are, promoting me, just helping me to know, like, hey, keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right track. The listeners, they love what they're hearing. And so that's been motivation for me. There have been times that I've opened up an email and someone's like, your episode on self-love and the ABCs of self-love, and being able to make sure I look and see who's in my circle. Do I have power staffers in my circle? Do I have people who want to see me win in my circle? That has been phenomenal. Being able to see people say, your episode has blessed me, or what you're doing in the community, keep doing it. And so CTR Media has been an exposure for me outside of social media. You know, social media is a thing where I'm like, oh, I really don't like to get on it, but I'm learning to get on it more. But having my podcast as a sounding board has been phenomenal for me. It's opened up so many doors. And so CTR Media is the way to go. Make sure you plug in, connect with CTR Media, because it is definitely life-changing. I've met some phenomenal people. I've been able to travel across the world and do so many amazing things. Matter of fact, I just did an international retreat in Ghana. And so these opportunities, these doors have opened up for me. It's allowed corporations to know that I'm the real deal. I'm not somebody who pretends to be licensed. I am licensed. I do what I do. I'm fulfilling my purpose. And that's the difference for me with CTR Media. It is perfecting my purpose and my craft. So make sure you connect with CTR Media Network. If you want to connect with me, make sure you go to yourtransformationalhealing.com. Again, that's Your Transformational Healing.
Time is here. Round up the soldiers and lend me your ear. Pick your head up, stick your chest out. Be strong, listen closely, cause men can't always be wrong. Men can't always be. Men can't always be. Men can't always be wrong.
What up, everybody? It's your guy T Swin back in the building. This is the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast, brought to you by CTR Media Network. I'm your guy T Swin, one of your hosts. Man, we got a good show talking about something very serious because it affects us and how we're moving and going into the future. And so I'm gonna bring on my other host, JB.
How's it going, everybody? It's your boy J Bean, as usual. You know, just giving an honest opinion. We're gonna be talking about, technology, man, and how it's affecting us in the future, man. It's a lot of things that's being made now that's, man, it's actually kind of scary, man, to be honest with you. It's gonna put a lot of people out of work. It's gonna affect our everyday living, man. So we got a good show we're gonna talk about today.
Yes, sir. Man, so man, a lot of this technology is moving very fast. It's moving faster than what we think. Okay. Some people think it's gonna be 10, 15, 20, 30 years before we start doing certain things. They're not paying attention. They're not checking the internet. They're not reading news articles, magazines, that things are already in place and already happening. Companies are already getting contracts with these technology companies to create this technology, or get in on it early. A lot of people are about to lose jobs they've been holding for a minute. We've already seen people lose jobs with COVID. You know what I'm saying? COVID happened, a lot of people lost their jobs. And then that winded up saving money for companies. Because when they started back up, they realized that they didn't need as many people to do the same job. They cut down on uniforms and rental spaces. They didn't have to pay that because now people could do the jobs from home. So a lot of people had to transition and pivot to new things or turn their hobbies into their jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people found their passions. Some people had to change and had to regroup and start from ground by, from the bottom. That's it. Started from the bottom. Now we here.
Yeah,
Man.
COVID showed us, how technology can be utilized. We don't have to be in an office building no more, man.
Exactly.
You know how much money you save by not having an office building, and you know how much less they can pay you when you don't have to be in transit every day to go to. So it's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. A lot of this machine learning, a lot of this AI, cloud computing. If you don't know anything about these things, man, you're in a world of trouble because all these fast food jobs, all these delivery jobs, all these
retail, customer service jobs,
insecurity,
they're gonna be gone.
It's gonna be gone. If you're not like an engineer, software developer, somebody who knows how to collect data, as far as like programming, that's trouble, man.
Man, doing coding and all kind of things, man. If you're not with the wave that's happening and coming, you're gonna be left behind. And there will be no middle class. It'll just be the have-nots,
There's another podcast I kind of listen to called Nas Daily. He goes around, he's around the world and stuff. And he was saying that, in the future, it's going to be a useless class. It's not going to be middle class, higher class.
Upper class, yeah.
That class called useless because the stuff you went to school for and trained for is not going to be around anymore. So,
it's going to no longer exist.
No longer exist. So what are you going to do? How are you going to prepare yourself for when that happens?
Yeah, we already kind of seeing that useless class already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's here now. We seeing it. And you can see it. A lot of these kids, a lot of the youngsters, man, they heavy into technology. They're using it on a daily basis. They growing up with technology, but they just know how to operate it. They don't know. A lot of them don't know how to create it, or build things off of it.
What's behind it actually making it operate?
Exactly. What make it work and how it comes together. They don't know that, and so and then also, man, we got older generations that are stubborn against technology.
Yeah.
So, and I got some people in my family like that. That's stubborn. They be having smartphones, but they're not doing any of the things that the smartphone could do.
Yeah,
whether it's sending money or downloading a PDF or something like that, they struggle with that.
Yeah, I'll say this about COVID. Of course, it was a bad thing and everything, but like a lot of this older generation, man, they learn how to work them phones quick. They're too scared to go out.
Some did and some don't. Some stay stubborn. Some stay stubborn. And like one field I'm gonna talk about too, man, because this technology is already affecting it, and it's gonna wipe out a lot of people. And that's the transportation business.
Okay.
I myself, your favorite rapping expediter, T Swin. Check out tswin.hitnow.com for my transportation music, man. Transportation music coming soon. But autonomous trucks are here.
Oh yeah.
And they've been here for a couple years. They've been here for a while now. And in Texas, man, we got companies got contracts where they testing these trucks. They on the road. You can see them. I got a video I did about a year ago on them. They look pretty futuristic. They look like they could fly with all the extra equipment they got on the cameras and stuff. But they already got an autonomous truck course, that you have to take to get qualified. To be able to take that course, you have to have a Class A CDL. So if you don't have one, you won't be able to take that course to become an operator of an autonomous truck, And the reason why they're justifying these autonomous trucks because they say it's safer. It'll cut down on accidents.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The computer can respond faster than a human being. The amount of time it takes you to recognize a risk or a threat or abnormal situation, react about the proper reaction, and then put it into action. You know what I'm saying? Computers like this.
Yeah,
it's quick.
I don't know the exact stat, but they're saying that self-driving cars should reduce the death rates to almost zero as far as accidents and stuff from vehicle
Yeah.
accidents. So like I
Yeah.
said, that's exciting because it does make our life a little bit more safer, but also it's gonna cut into the job. So because it's some people who've been that's all they know how to do is drive an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
So what are they gonna do? And my thing is this, once all them jobs start disappearing, and people ain't gonna be able to provide a lifestyle for themselves, what are they gonna start doing? They might turn.
Yeah. I from a lot of people that I know and I've seen, a lot of them had backgrounds, so that's why they had to get into transportation.
Yeah.
Some of them, they didn't excel at school. They don't like electronics, so they can drive though.
Yeah.
So driving was one of the easiest things they could do to make decent money, so they could take care of themselves, provide for them families and themselves. But so when you start making it mandatory, when this thing becomes mandatory, because like I say, it's gonna cut down on costs for companies. Yeah, they're gonna spend that money to get them trucks, but if them trucks is cutting them down on dealing with people, personalities,
Accidents,
attitudes, accidents. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about no kind of attitude or people or the machine making an excuse why it's not on time or why it stopped here.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it's going to save them on time because I don't know exactly what's the time period you only could drive for so many hours anyway, right?
As a human being, yeah.
You don't never have to stop.
Yeah, it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna get tired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's electronic, it's gonna go to a charging station and charge up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? And the crazy thing about it is that they can have another one waiting for it at where it's at the charge at, and just pick it up and continue on. It never have to stop.
Exactly, man. And so, I was peeping, last year. Excuse me. I was peeping on last year. I seen where Amazon already had autonomous box trucks, autonomous cargo and sprinter vans.
Yeah.
Shoot, I can't compete with Amazon. They got endless money. We already saw like in California on the cargo ships, we had all the cargo that was just anchored out, and they wouldn't let them in so they could unload. Amazon say bump that. They bought their own ships.
Yeah.
They bought their own cargo ships. So they can make sure their stuff was moving instead of going through somebody else. You can't compete with Amazon. And like from what I'm hearing too, these autonomous trucks are very, very, very expensive. The average person can't afford that. So they start making it mandatory to start operating with this equipment. A lot of people gonna get weeded out.
Yeah, they're at the top of the food chain, and that's gonna cause a monopoly almost.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be more than one company around. Not gonna be a true monopoly, but it's gonna weed out all the mom and pops. They're gonna be gone. They'll get wiped out.
Yeah.
But not just that, man. They have other means of doing it too. They don't have to use a 18-wheeler. They have these drones flying around now too.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing too, man, is like, okay, you're gonna have your old heads is gonna be resistant against technology and the way things are moving. But you're gonna have these youngsters, that's all they know. So they could put a youngster in there with their their equipment. The youngster don't know the game. The youngster don't know the prices or the rates that they should be getting paid. So they'll be able to pay that youngster less than they would pay somebody who's been running these roads. So they're gonna save money that way too until it becomes fully autonomous where there's no person inside at all. But back to the drones, man. Yeah, it's companies already doing it. They've been doing it for a number of years. Some companies are dropping off at college campuses and universities and hospitals already, delivering packages.
It's messing with drones as far as delivering. Because I used to work for a national retail. I'm not going to say their name, but they have like meetings, what they call a yearly board meeting. They show like new products and stuff, man. And one time, a thing I worked security for them, and they had all these self-driving cars already. That not only they had cars, they had an airplane, a little bitty miniature drone airplane that they shot from a platform from the back of the store. And this is operating right now. and they parachute your stuff down to you while it fly by. So it's so many options for delivering stuff that a lot of people not aware about, and that's so like these FedEx jobs and it's UPS.
Yeah.
Why spend that money with something that's going to be that could either get sick or get hurt or it's
call in late.
It's gonna cut half. It's gonna cut half the human, if not more, totally out once they get it going.
Yeah. So paying attention to where the country is going and where technology is moving. If you're not in I would say like essential fields, technical fields, or in a field that's going to be safe or safer, you need to start trying to transition, learn something, pick up a book, take a class, start fiddling with this technology so you can be a part of it as a change, so you can be able to take care of yourself, survive, and take care of your family. Because if you resist, then you're gonna be that lower class, because ain't gonna be no middle class. Either you're gonna know or you don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, what they say, adapt or die, basically.
Exactly. Sink or swim.
Like the way man, you're gonna have to be either an engineer or a software engineer, man. Something that has either you're gonna have to design something or program something. Cause like think about it, man. Look at all these jobs. Look at all this stuff. The way stuff going from education. Think about it. You don't really need a teacher no more. You can just show a video and have something give you a test.
Yeah, because in COVID, man, it almost all schools went to online schooling.
Exactly, and from my experience, from what I see, the younger generation, professors don't really sit there and teach and all that stuff. They give them assignments and you get on the computer and you do your little research and whatever, and you just, it ain't like they're teaching anyway. Well, for what I understand, I'm not gonna say that field.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing and what I've been seeing, it's not the same as when we was coming up as kids. It's not the same.
This AI stuff, man, like I said, that national retail I work for, they got AI watching you now.
Everything we do, man, social media, all these apps, they create all these algorithms based off of you. Yeah. They watch you 24/7. You wondering why when you open your phone up, a conversation you just had is the first thing that pops up on your screen.
Yeah.
Your TV, your phone, your laptop, because they listening all the time. So they know you better than you know yourself. They watching you. They watching you. Every keystroke, everything. They know what you into. They know what you like. They know what's the probability of you choosing this over this. They know you better than yourself.
Yeah, like I was listening to a thing on YouTube. This guy named Yuval Harari.
Yeah, Harari. Yeah.
He wrote a book called 21 Lessons for the Century, and he was telling the way it's going now. The way they collect data and stuff. They can tell you they'll know more about yourself before you know about yourself.
Yeah.
So like think about it, man. We wear these right now. I wear a smart watch right now. You know what I'm saying? It collects my oxygen level. It does my heart rate. Where is that data going?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's being collected. And what are they using it for?
Yeah. He said in that interview, he said you can tell based off of data your sexual preference before you even say if you live in an alternative lifestyle. They can tell by your data if you're this or that before you even recognize yourself and come out the closet.
Like I'm in like stuff that I'm into. I research it all the time on the internet. So you gonna know, oh, Joe likes jujitsu because I'm always looking at the computer. Are you gonna know? Yes. What kind? That I like Holly Berry. You don't know that because that's what I'm playing. Don't have it. They also have this AI telling us, figuring out why we buy stuff. It's a whole company named Anuvo. I actually have stock in it.
Yeah, me too.
It's telling you why you buy a product.
Yeah.
So it's like it's all kind of good uses, but it's also kind of like it's kind of scary that they have, they know that much about you from a keystroke.
Yeah. So, man, matter of fact, man, I got a list of jobs that are said to be becoming obsolete. So there are many jobs that are becoming obsolete or significantly impacted by technology advancements. Bank tellers, typists and data entry clerks, travel agents, postal workers, factory workers, cashiers, librarians, print journalists, telemarketers. Man, so yeah, all these jobs, like I say, customer service, you know what I'm saying, human interaction, we already see that disappearing. Most stuff is mobile, online. As you go into the grocery stores, you self-checking yourself out, there's less cashiers, there's less people.
We should already see this, kind of been aware of it, because think about it, man. You already see it right now, man. You go to Taco Bell, you punch your order in, you go pick it up, or even to the grocery store, just go punch it in, you go. So it's already here. So it's already here, man. The next, I think in the next 10 years, man, it's gonna be a big shift.
Yeah.
I didn't think, at first I was like, man, my generation would never be like the Jetsons, but hey.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real, man. Elon Musk up there making a hyperloop.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Now I like that idea, that hyperloop, because I hate traffic, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I hate traffic. If I can get to somewhere that's 2 to 3 hours away in 45 minutes, hey, that's lovely. That opens up job opportunities. So now you can work in a whole nother city, or maybe another state, if you had to work in person when you didn't have that option.
Because like you're supposed to go like 800 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you can go from here to San Antonio in 30 minutes. Probably less than, and that's crazy. That makes the world even smaller,
Yeah. Now I also looked at, man, like what jobs would be important in the next 5, 10, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? What are some things you should be looking into or trying to get into so you can, maintain your livelihood? So healthcare workers for the next 5 years, healthcare workers, cybersecurity professionals, data analysts, renewable energy technicians, software developers. All right, the next 10 years, artificial intelligence and machine learning specialists, environmental scientists and sustainability professionals. All right. We got biotechnology researchers, clean energy professionals, digital marketing professionals. The next 20 years, autonomous vehicle engineers and technicians, robotic engineers and technicians, nanotechnology researchers, virtual and augmented reality developers, quantum computing experts. So a lot of that might sound like foreign language to people out there, but according to statistics and research, man, these are some of the positions and occupations people should be paying attention to and looking into. They want to have some kind of future or have occupation.
Because
because
the way it's going, all these machine learning things and all these robotic things, they're going, all the common day-to-day stuff, that's going to be gone. No job doing any kind of even construction, man.
They got 3D printers, man, for construction. You seen them? They come and lay down the foundation and the frame of the house. It's all concrete. They can make any model that you want, and they construct it to where you come in and do the wiring later.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? This
it goes around. Yeah, I see.
Exactly, man. This has already been in motion.
Yeah, it's like, and the thing is, man, we kind of did it to ourselves, man. It's like a lot of people not going to work and stuff. These companies are thinking, hey, man, how can we make it to where we don't even need them no more, So now look, it doesn't happen. You call in, now it's easy just to go get a machine to do it.
Yeah, they 3D printing meat now, so they mass producing steaks, any type of meat with 3D printers. So the butcher at the market, the guy that packages the meat, he ain't gonna have no job because a robot gonna be making the meat. You know what I'm saying? So what does that do to farmers and people that have cattle?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, the industry gonna get wiped out.
You know.
Farming, you know, it's the possibilities are endless with the technology, the robotic stuff. Like
Yeah.
if you need to find like robotic companies, man, and you need to invest in those, man. Because it's here, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I went to a Chinese restaurant maybe like a month ago, man. And I walk in, man, they got, you know, how they usually have that person that goes and sits you down to sit you down and you grab your silverware thing and the thing roll off, you know?
Yeah. Man, that's one less employee. Yeah.
Less employee.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get tired, they ain't gonna give you no attitude.
Nope. Took a charge.
Yeah, that's it. Like my uncle, man, I got an uncle live in Utah. He works for a company, he works for a big company. And they got the robot dogs on site, on the property, guarding the warehouses. Man, I seen it, man. They walk around. It don't take them long to charge. They sit down on the charging station, but not for long. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe, and they right back up roving again. They have an arm on their back that reaches up. They can open doors, close, lock. They go through a door and the door's supposed to be locked. They'll close it and lock it. They have facial recognition. They know if you're supposed to work there or not. You can't outrun it. It'll chase you down and contact the police and and detain you. And I've seen the video where I've seen police with one of these robot dogs, and it has a gun on his back. So think of that, because now instead of being mad at the police pulling a weapon, now you got a robot.
Yeah.
For the program, they can easily say that robot malfunction. You know what I'm saying? And now no person is accountable for it. You know, and that company, that robotic company, got more money than you. So you trying to sue or take them to court? You're gonna be waiting on court now that you're gonna go broke. They got money to wait it out.
And now that you said that, man, like the jailing system, like prison stuff, you ain't gonna need no prison guards. They got robot dogs doing it.
Oh yeah, man. Our government has been working on the Iron Man suit for real for years.
Yeah,
we already we seen it. So that stuff coming soon. The movie Chappie, remember Chappie?
Yeah.
The robot, he was military and he got reprogrammed. Man, that stuff right around the corner. Especially when I seen that, and I'm pretty sure you guys have been watching Instagram and TikTok where they show it look like it's China, and they got hundreds of these robot dogs all moving in unison to commands. Standing up, sitting down, moving to the side, moving side to side, all in unison, simultaneously. So it is here. And man, you better get ready. You better get ready.
Yeah, but not only that, man, they doing stuff with people's DNA stuff, like their RNA and stuff, and choosing baby eye colors and all other.
Oh yeah, I had me and my second wife, we had to do in vitro. We wanted to have a kid, we had to do in vitro. Now, while we was going through this process, man, the doctor, he asked us, he said, "What you want? You want a boy or a girl?"
That's scary.
They know. You know, they know. You want a boy, you want a girl.
So my thing is, if you can choose whether it's gonna be a boy or a girl, how far have they come in this technology? Are they gonna be able to, make your son faster and stronger and able to hold his breath longer? You know?
Yeah, I believe, man. I always believe that our country shows us what's happening in the future. They give us tidbits and movies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because almost everything that we receive, we saw it in a movie on TV first. Like we saw people doing touchscreen stuff and resizing windows with their hands, holograms, and now we do that on our phones. You know what I'm saying? We saw Tom Cruise do it in the movie, Minority Report, before it even happened, and now we do it every day on our phones. Also in that movie too, they were predicting crimes before they happen. Locking people up.
Like Back to the Future, man. Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Star Trek. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And so, you got movies like The Matrix, where they show people getting plugged into computer systems. If he wanted to learn how to fight, They just plug it in the back of his head. He download the fighting style. Now he Jet Li, you know,
like,
in 10 seconds.
Elon working on some kind of brain implant chip. There it goes, the Matrix, right?
Stuff right around the corner, man. Yeah. So the thing about that is that those that have the money will be able to get the upgrades, and those that don't have the money won't be able to get the upgrades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just like with anything, people gonna be dying from knockoffs, upgrades.
Another thing though, it actually creates a no, this not trying to be too futuristic. It actually creates a whole different kind of human being. Are you gonna be considered?
Exactly.
So that's gonna be another class separation. It's gonna be those who got the chip and those who ain't got the chip.
Yeah.
If they're gonna I don't know how advanced it is now, but if they can hold more memory than us and learn stuff back, that's a big advantage. You know,
man. Sports really gonna be out the chain then.
Right? I don't know if you ever saw this movie. It's like back in the 90s called Gothica. Had Uma Thurman. I think it was Uma Thurman. Ethan Hawke.
I think I seen that, man. I remember that name. It's been a minute.
The guy he was trying to get into the space program, but he couldn't because his IQ was too low, and but he had a brother who was genetically modified. It was weird. Anyway, long story short is, man, that, you know, those people are going to have able to do stuff if it's to that point now, which I don't know, but if it is to that point, it's like they're going to be able to do stuff that a normal human being is not going to be able to do, you know, as far as learning.
Mm-hmm.
Or even physical stuff. Who knows? You know how far advanced. So is that even fair? So so they're gonna make the elite more elite. So there's gonna be a bigger division as well. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like, man, anything you want to know, you can just download it in a couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And then
it's gonna create a bigger divide.
Like I like Elon. He's a visionary, but he's very, very scary, man. Because like some of the stuff he be thinking of, like I think he's trying to replace his whole staff with robotics. I think he has said that at one point. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's. It's like it's a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? Like something doing is like, oh yeah, that's cool, and something they're doing like, oh okay, that's kind of scary.
Yeah. Man, if you like what you're hearing, man, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. Man, you see the channel on the bottom right there, man. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell, man. You know, rock with you guys. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to advertise with us, man, reach out to us, MCABW podcast at Gmail. And if you want us to, you want to promote your products and stuff, man, holler at us, you know. But yeah, man, this AI stuff, man, is real. It's scary because you start thinking about like Terminator.
Oh yeah,
you know, iRobot. Yeah, you know, all that kind of stuff, man. And then they just had the one little movie just came out, Megan. Yeah, you seen that?
I didn't see Megan yet. I mean,
man, that is funny as hell, bro. It's funny. That little dog, it gets scary. It gets scary at points, but you know, that's what people think of it could get to, because if the machine is how you say it, self-aware.
Oh yeah, gains consciousness.
It'll teach itself. You know what I'm saying?
They had that. I forgot if it was Google or Facebook. They had two AIs that had made, and they started talking to each other in a language. They made their own language up. And they could decipher what language they couldn't understand what they were talking about, so they had to unplug it.
Yeah. You can get to that point. It'd be like, oh, what's that, Ultron? Oh, the Avengers?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah. We don't need that. No. You can't beat a machine. You ain't gonna be fast enough to get to the plug or the button. It's the shutdown button. That one's gonna chop you up.
Not only that, it's so smart. He might disarm his button.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Man, yeah. There ain't no John Henry around here, man. You ain't gonna be able to do it.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to do it. Well, shoot, man. We're gonna take a break for a commercial real quick. We're gonna get right back to it, man. Let's get it.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Do you think about me? Smoking on trees, sipping on Hennessy. Switching lanes, though, had to hit the heartbeat. Almost bit the siren, so my baby started to scream. Told her calm down, cause you know I got that lean. Gasoline in the tank, and you know I dropped the screen. Peanut butter on the seats, that's the mix that makes it cream. Getting top, F and I, we about to make it sing. You on top, we don't stop, this is what you see in dreams.
Stand still and be buried in the landfill. The wrong circles could really hurt you or get a man killed. Watch who you align with, run, hustle, and grind with. Share your ideas and choose to spend time with. Team players, or are they playing for the other side? Would they even come to your funeral if a brother died? The road to success might require no passengers, no plus ones, no leeches, and no scavengers. For real, them people want you to chill. Don't sleep behind the wheel. The devil trying to make a deal. Don't sleep behind the wheel.
There's a new sheriff coming to a city near you, and I'm well on the mission to bring the new era to policing that will change everything that you know it as it relates to communicating, assisting, helping, delivering the correct and justified acts to remove crimes and to help you as a citizen against every crime that comes against you with the solutions to impact your community, your city, and generations to come with CPIIA, Citizens and Police Immediate Interactive Assistance. I cannot do this on my own. I need your help, and we together can for certainly make the change needed for a better city, a better country, for a better future.
Let's say we back now. The last commercial, man, jiu-jitsu was in there. You ain't gonna be able to beat no robot program with jiu-jitsu.
Hey, I'll try, man.
That mug gonna know every move.
I'm trying to leg kick it.
Exactly. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to punch it, kick it, none of that.
Yeah,
you hope you're gonna have to hope it let you tap out.
Yeah, I don't want to kick no steel rod.
Exactly.
But
there's some people that can do that, but it's very few people.
Yeah. Man. But we're gonna have to we're gonna have to take consideration, as a society, man. Like, what are the pros to this technology? What are the cons? The cons might not be outweigh the pro. You know what I'm saying? It might be more negative things than positive things. Because think about it, you have a whole society that can't work. How are they gonna take care of themselves? Are they gonna, are they gonna? Some are gonna be able to adapt and go into those fields, but what about the people who, don't want to adapt or aren't able to adapt? Because school is not for everybody.
They struggle with those fields.
School's not for everybody, man.
School ain't for everybody. Yeah. Well, some people are visual learners, they're hands-on learners. So,
I always said this, man. I think they need to change the way back to like the old system. Like, you shouldn't have to go to college. You should just be able, like, if you want to go to a certain field, you should be an apprentice. Because like, think about how good that person would be if they started when they were 19 in that field, all the way until they retire. You take, they just say what they take 10,000 hours to master something. By the time you're in your late 20s, bro, you are a master at it. That's my opinion, though.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that too, bro. Now I got some statistics dealing with STEM, man, science, technology, engineering, math, by race and sex. So these come from the National Science Foundation Science and Engineering Indicators Report from 2018. It says that women make up 28% of science and engineering workforce. Black or African Americans make up 9% of the science and engineering workforce. Hispanics or Latinos make up 7% of the science and engineering workforce. Asians make up 25% of the science and engineering workforce. Whites make up 59% of the science and engineering workforce, and that's here in the United States. Like I say, man, we're on this list. We're not in last place, but we're close to it.
Yeah.
So we need to show interest in these fields, and we need to champion people in our community that are in these fields, and start pushing this more than the other narratives that other people want to push on us, or that we've been glorifying for a while. Because there's some bright people in our communities and our hoods, but they put their energy in the wrong places.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of smart brothers that did some dumb stuff and they locked up. You know what I'm saying? And you think if they would have took their energy and that time and put it into something positive, who knows what it could be? And besides, you're making legal money.
And not only that, man, we need to expose people, expose our culture to people who make money other kind of ways besides just, being an athlete or
entertainer.
It's people who make crazy money, like that. They dwarf the athletics, money. They just don't know about it,
Yeah, we got like man, Houston's own man, Chameleon now.
Oh yeah,
Rich off tech.
50, 60 million, something like that.
Yeah, more than that, man. Rich off tech, not rich off rap. Rich off tech. He quit rapping because technology taking care of him.
Just like when we were talking to Mario last time, man, about Byron Allen, man.
Oh yeah,
man.
All right, and see another thing too in our community, as we saw with like Michael B. Jordan recently, he was called the corny kid. You know what I'm saying? And even as successful as he is, he was still called corny. Yeah. And it's like in our community, we look down on people that think differently. Like they tend to be so-called nerds, book smart.
Yeah.
They get picked on. I always have. So I
always have.
We glorify the thugging and the drug stuff. But man, Byron Allen, a lot of people laughed at him. He used to come on TV late at night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had a dream and a goal. He was making money because he was making money off advertisement. Yeah, the show came on late at night, but people were paying him for advertisement. And he was meeting these stars. And then he got to where he bought the Weather Channel. Byron Allen's a billionaire. And now him and Tyler Perry and talks of buying BET.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, man. I tell people this all the time, man. Nerds rule the world. Look at the richest people in the world, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bill Gates, nerd. Musk, nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Nerd.
Yeah, man. We need to stop tearing those kind of people down in our community, man. Because like they have brilliant ideas, and then they get, oh man, that ain't cool. We need to move. No, dude, I can't. I'm pretty athletic. I've never been able to dunk a basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's not my talent. So
yeah, shoot, man. The first time I dunked was in 8th grade.
I hate people like
got them superhuman genetics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, man, we look down on a lot of things that's supposed to be. There are a lot of things that are positive in other communities. We tend to, when those are things we should be running to. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are reading at low levels. all kind of people. You know what I'm saying? There are people laughing at us, and it's crazy too, man. Because we'll have like when people are running for office, you see them meeting celebrities. They don't want to sit down with the intellectuals. You know, Claude Anderson. You know, people like that. They got economic plans that could better our situation. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to sit. They want to sit down with entertainers and athletes that a lot of them don't know anything about what's needed in the community. You know what I'm saying? And then what we get from them, we get them doing the latest dance, and that's supposed to satisfy us. And it's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, like I not all the entertainers are like clueless, you know. Like
That's
I like
what I said.
50 Cent, man. 50 Cent. You know, he knows when to be that thug, but he also knows when it's time to be for business, you know.
Shoot, Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, yeah.
Yeah, man. He been active, you know.
So it's like we're not trying to tear them down or nothing. There's some ones out there who are trying to help our community, you know. So, but yeah, man, it's been a really good, man.
Well, yeah, we need to get into these fields, man. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a scientist, you know. And there are Black people in these fields. We need to champion these people that are doing these amazing things outside of entertainment, sports, you know, people behind the cameras. And we need to start more people come to the community, showing kids the pathway. You know, when the kids say they want to do these things, too many times we have people that want to, you know, shoot down dreams, dream killers. You can't do that. You'll never be it because they ain't never did it or they ain't never seen nobody do it. So they want to say that you can't do it. We need people to come to the community and be like, hey, what you want to be? Well, I'm that. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how to get to that. What you got to do. What's required of that? Somebody that look like them. That's a cheat. So that's what we need. Then, because when you see somebody that look like people, you know.
Yeah, it's you know,
yeah.
It's the oldest generation responsibility to come back and, you know, help the younger generation. That's my opinion, man. We need more cats doing that, man.
Oh, yeah.
Success, man. But then again, you know, there's a lot of younger generation people, they don't respect, you know, they ain't trying to heal the older generation anyway. You know what I'm saying? We need to come together. Figure this out.
So, man, me myself, when I have a certain knowledge that I know that can help somebody, especially in my community, I get them the information before they bump their head. I don't wait. I don't sit back and watch them bump their head, laugh at them and say, hey, young, you could have did this that way. I try to give them the information before that happens so they can avoid that. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to see them win. It's so many times people, man, don't want to see nobody win. They don't want to see nobody above them. They want to see you do good, but they don't want to see you do better than them.
Yeah, most definitely.
And we see that a lot, man. It's a lot of gatekeeping in our community too. And outside forces a lot of times tend to make it seem like we can only have one person successful in the area. You know, we got to have this one person. It's got to be the representative for everybody. We can't. Everybody else can have multiple people successful in those fields.
Yeah,
they want to try to make it, and then sometimes our own people will get like, I want to be the king of the hill.
Yeah,
I want the HNIC. You know what I'm saying?
I got mine already. I don't care if you get yours. You know.
Exactly. And you know, some people they get to a position and give you a hard time, but then you know, make sure everybody else get the qualifications they need to be in that spot to move up and get promoted.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen that too, man. I've had people that look like me give me a harder time than other people. You know, it's just what it is.
Same thing, man. It's like certain people get in a certain position, man. They don't want to, you know, like I said, it's a responsibility of the older generation to show the younger generation the way, you know. It becomes a lot simpler when somebody can put you on the pathway. I ain't saying do it for me, but at least youngster move this way, or like now I'm in the middle now, so now I'm like, hey youngster, you don't need to do that, you need to do this, you know.
Yeah, at some point you're gonna have to move out the way for the next generation. And you want them to be better. Yeah, you want them to be better and do better than you.
Yeah,
You want to see some progress, man.
Yeah, you supposed to give them the baton and let them, you know, you supposed to want to see.
So yeah, a lot of time, man, people say we just talk about solutions. When I'm in a position where I got knowledge and information, I can help somebody, I give it willingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't sit back and watch somebody keep hurting themselves, failing. I try to help them before they fail. So we need to help ourselves, and so we can stay in the race, get in the race, stay in the race, and win the race. Because right now, man, we in last place. You know what I'm saying? Like it says, man, we're 9%. Male and female, black male and females in STEM, science and engineering workforce. 9% of the country, U.S. country. And man, we need to step that up. Because these are things that make the world move. These are things that make the world turn around. You know what I'm saying? It's not somebody slam dunking a basketball, doing a crossover, catching a touchdown. There's entertainment. It don't make the world move around. It's not why you got infrastructure in cities. It's not why you got roads. It's not why you got electricity. It's not why you got running water. It's not why you got cell phones, smartphones, taking the computers. That's not the reason why. STEM is the reason why we got these things and why we're advancing in medicine and technology and robotics and, you know, automation and all kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like, I remember I watch a lot of movies. There's a movie, was it Russell Crowe?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, so or maybe it was Rob, but I get them confused. They look alike.
Gotcha.
Anyway, it was a movie where it was like the end of the world event was happening. They were trying to get off the planet. And the reason why this dude was selected was because of his skill. He had. You know, you gotta think about it. You need a skill that makes you valuable. You know, if the world ended today, is your skill going to be valuable enough to get you on that ship? You know, that's the way I look at it, man. You know, like,
oh yeah,
if you don't have no value, then you're going to get behind. You know.
Yeah, you need to find, like, I feel like, man, for every man should have a trade. You should have something that is everything shut down at your 9 to 5 today. You got a skill that you can still make money outside of that job. If it was a shutdown, they do a layoff, you got fired. You should have some kind of skill or trade to where you can make money if stuff like that happens. And like I say, with this movement in technology, you better get with the wave. You know, because it's going to be a lot of positions, a lot of things are going to be obsolete, no longer needed. And so you don't want to be one of them people, man. Do a self-observation on yourself and see if you're one of them people and start making moves and some changes. Take some classes, start looking at what's needed, what you're interested in, you know, what field you interested in that you can learn so you can better yourself and have yourself a position in the future.
Yeah, like you can tell it's really bad that they need people really bad, especially programming, man, because like, think about it. Google has made a certificate program that's going to help you become a software engineer.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go to college. You just go through that program and then they'll hire you if you pass the interview. They want to see what you said. They don't care about, and most people that go to the college for computer science, they just learn theory. They can't actually program.
Yeah. And the thing about it, man, Google is one of the number one companies to work for in the country. I don't know if you've seen it.
105, something like that.
Dude, they got nap. I love my sleep. Well, they got nap pods at work. So you feel tired. You feel like you need to take a power nap. No longer do you have to go hide in the company vehicle or go somewhere, you know what I'm saying, try to catch a nap on your lunch break. You can go in the nap pod to get your mind right. You can go jump in the pool. You can go catch a game of basketball. Exactly.
And at one point, you know, me being a jiu-jitsu guy, they were paying for people to go to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Yeah. And doing meditation, man, group meditation. Who wouldn't want to work at a place like that?
And then they start you off they start you off with 6 figures of salary too.
Yeah, and they had daycare at the job.
Yeah.
So if you had kids, you bring your kids to work and the daycare is there.
Yeah. Program is the way, man.
Man, yeah. So yeah, man. Everything we do has a computer. Then it has a computer in it. We spend so much time on our phones. These phones are computers, man. People running whole businesses from a phone. Don't just know how to operate it, know how it really works. You know what I'm saying? I'm pivoting myself, you know, because I see where it's going. Like I say, man, like I said, when I seen the autonomous vans and box trucks, I said, I can't compete with Amazon.
No.
You know, I hang as long as I can, but hey, I can't compete with them.
And then Amazon, I tell you the thing about Amazon, man. They so good at changing themselves. Think about it. Amazon started out as an online bookstore.
But yeah.
But for you youngsters that don't know, they only you know. So
yeah. So man, so if you take anything from this, man, pay attention to what's going on. See where it's moving. And man, hop on that bus, man, catch that wave, ride that wave. Cause you don't want to be left behind, man.
And also, I need to realize that it's more than one way to these jobs, man. Like,
yeah, exactly.
There's people who ain't been to college, but if you have the skill set, think about you have that skill set, and you can actually program, you're going to get a job. They don't care about your degree. They want to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, man, it's like the new Noah's Ark, man. You want to be able to get on that boat, like Joe said. hey, this boat's the freedom. It ain't the slavery. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to get on that boat.
The skills are gonna get you that boat. Are you gonna be? You gonna be struggling, man. Yeah. You know,
because you ain't gonna have nobody to blame but yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing about us Americans, man, is that we have all this access to all this information and we don't take advantage of it, man. We have access to all, and we're so used to just having it that we just we don't let it slip through our hands. And when these foreigners come over here, man, they come over here and get it. They go get it. Yeah. So you can't even be mad at them.
Circumstances, man. Circumstances, like you say, man. Hard times. A hard time make strong men. Strong men make like.
Yeah. That's true.
And so, like I always say, it's just like, man, okay, I'm gonna put sports into it. Like you got a lot of players that, man, they come from Dominican Republic, they come from Cuba, they come from a lot of places. Well, their circumstances was harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our poor and their poor is different.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These boys out here playing baseball with a mop stick and a bottle cap.
Yeah.
So when they get a real bat in their hand and the ball, hell yeah, they're gonna hit that ball. They're hitting bottle caps.
Same thing with the UFC. You see, billions and Russians, and they fight
Africans,
for
man.
They fight the whole village sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and I've been to Russia. For those that don't know, I've been to Russia, and man, our poor and they poor is totally different, man. It's totally different. We went to a restaurant in Russia. I went to Vladivostok, Russia, and the people in the restaurant I ordered my food, and they had to ask me, was the plate for everybody? Because the people are so poor. People, when they come in the restaurant, they don't buy food for themselves. All the people put their money together. In that time, in that area, they put their money together. 5 people put their money together, and they would get one plate, and I'll eat off of one plate.
Wow.
So they asked each one of us at the table, was the food we ordering just for us? I said, yeah, I had never seen nothing like that. I was like, yeah, this just for me. Pointed the menu, yeah, this just for me. And that's just for me. Man, them people was happy, man. They made a killing that day. But it showed me a lot. You know what I'm saying? It showed me a lot. Our poor is totally different from their poor. You know what I'm saying? Our poor is they're like rich compared to their poor.
Exactly, man.
So man, like when you get in certain circumstances, people gonna grind. They're gonna get it. They're not trying to go back to that, no running water, no lights, having to hike, climb mountains and stuff like that. You still got people in certain parts of the world, man, they living in graveyards.
Yeah.
They renting little small cubby hole spaces above their loved ones' graves because they can't afford a home.
I seen that with they had, I forgot what country that was. They had it where it was just like a little slot with a bed.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's like a concrete slot. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So be aware of the opportunities you have here. Take advantage, man. Take advantage, man. I'm talking to one of my kids now, trying to convince her to take advantage of the opportunity she has here that other people wish they had. And so she can better her life and have a life more stable and more comfortable than mine. You know?
Yeah.
So man, it's out there. It's on you to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's on you. It's on you to get it.
And then so we're
not
not knocking entertainers, and if some people, if you're blessed with that talent to be able to jump off through the roof and stuff.
Yeah.
By all means,
Rick and Mike check 1, 2. You know what I'm saying?
All means, go for it.
Yeah, man. So if you got it, if you blessed with those talents, use them for good. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, man, those talents ain't gonna last forever, especially if they physical. The body's gonna get old, it's gonna deteriorate. So you need to do something with your mind, And man, it's been a good talk, man. Hopefully we drop some stuff on y'all that have you thinking and thinking about where the world is going and where you see yourself in it. Are you gonna be left behind? Or you gonna be leading the pack or on the boat, man? Moving along with technology as it improves and progresses. Yeah. And so
definitely, man, technology, man. Either you get on that, like I said, you get on that wave and you get left behind, bro.
Yeah.
Get on that wave.
Yeah. Well, shoot, man. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with, man. Make sure you go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, hit the like button, man. If you're watching, hit the like button. It don't take nothing, man. It's just like smiling, man. It's easy. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, man. Follow us. We on all streaming platforms, man. We on Audible, Amazon Music, Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcasts, man. Stitcher, man. We have a Pandora, and we everywhere, man. Check us out. We on Roku too, man. Check us out, man. Rock with your boys. And, stay on the lookout for that transportation music, man, coming real soon. She got T-Swin, tswin.herenow.com. Get my music, man. Rock with your boy, support, man. Good, positive music, transportation music, man. While you out there on the road hauling, get your jam on, man. JB, what you got for him?
Man, like I said, man, yeah, just get on that technology, man. Get on it, man. That's about it, man. It's been a good show. We try to give you as much, try to share the knowledge, man. We're trying to pass on some knowledge, man. I think that hopefully some information we gave out today is going to be helpful to somebody, man. So
yeah, because it's a serious situation, man. It's a serious topic.
Yeah,
things are changing. We already seen it. We had the COVID, we had the pandemic. Down here in Texas, we had the freeze. Things are happening. Other countries are making moves to get in power in certain places and positions, certain fields, and things are changing. And so you need to recognize these changes and see how you can make moves to benefit you and your family. Yeah. And man, this is the Men Can't Always Be Wrong podcast. And like we say, man, men can always be wrong, and not just for the sake of argument. But once a man knows that he is wrong, or he knows the proper way or the correct movements, it's on him to make that choice to do what's right. So once you know, you can't always be wrong. It's your guy T-Swin, your boy
J Bean. Adapt or die. Adapt or die. That's what I'm gonna say.
Exactly, man. And we up out of here, man. Y'all stay tuned, stay with us, man. And I'll let y'all see y'all next week.
CTR is who we are. The media network, that's the best by far. Whether you listen at your home, at your job, in your car, come get the information that's needed above all. Neverlasting, motivational podcasting, giving you the answers to the questions that you asking. Serious talks and topics, how to come up and profit, how to better yourself, your health and tip. We got it, reaching 350 million. They tuning in. We in 50 different countries. We all can. And like minded, find your purpose and your assignment. Come get your fix, your feel, your
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
Hello, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome to another KBBU Behind the Scenes. We are so excited for you to be here today, tonight, in the morning, whenever you watch. Hashtag replay, okay? But we are Kingdom Builders Business University. If you're watching us for the first time, we are a business school. We are a business school that educates entrepreneurs from 5 figures to 6 and 7 and even 8-figure incomes. That's what we do. And we have a private session where we can do private sessions with you as a business owner, or we could do undergrad, which is our group class that we just finished every Wednesday during school term. And we just finished talking about tonight business funding. Hello. We've been talking about money. We've been talking about business credit. And tonight we talked about business funding. And we had a special guest, one of our very own coaches, Dr. Mary Hancock. Hey! It was so amazing. Let's go, Dr. Mary. Yes, 2 snaps in a circle. Hello, let's go. So that was so good. Listen, we talked about how we could get the grants. You explained everything from the rooter to the tutor. So let's talk about it for a little bit. Now, we ain't going to give them the bank, but let's talk about what you felt when you were teaching. What were the things that came to your mind while you were teaching tonight? Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I think one thing is just making sure that the information your business is put together correctly the first time. Sometimes we want to get to the money, but can you just take a moment and make sure that it's in line so you can get the money, so that when you get the money, you don't have to retract, you can move forward. Because it's sometimes, like you say, and you got to know what to do with the money. And you got to know how to handle the money, because if you don't handle the money going to handle you. So you really, it has a spirit to it. So you got to know what to do, and you can't wait until you get it to know what to do. You really have to plan for this thing. So, and do what you say you're going to do so that you can be blessed with more, because in kingdom, first of all, we talked about you're a steward of that thing. And you got to be a steward. And if you're not a steward, then who's to say the next time when you get it, you got to make sure you're going to be a steward and handle it right. All the relationships, all the business, everything that we have, we should be stewards of this thing so that we can graduate undergrad of KBBU and go to the master's class and then go to Dr. Tina so we can go to the next level and the next level and the next level. But a lot of times we ask for stuff that we're not totally prepared for. And if you get it before you prepare for it, now you overwhelmed, you overworked, you stretched out because you didn't properly prepare. So preparation is so important. It's so important.
My goodness, did y'all hear that? Did you hear that? Are you listening with your ears wide open, okay? Because she is telling the truth tonight. So many of us as entrepreneurs, we're out here and we're talking about we're going to get this money, we're going to get other people's money. But in order to position yourself for other people's money, do you have your stuff in order? And will you discipline yourself properly when it comes down to how you got to make sure that you ain't going to have to pay that money back? Because that's something we did not talk about, is if you get a grant and you don't do the right thing with it, then you will owe every single cent, every penny back to the people who gave it to you in the first place. Woo! Can you touch on that just for a second, Dr. Mary? Have you
Yes.
ever had that experience? Or I know you done had some experiences because you've been doing this over 30 plus years.
You got to make sure. That's why it's important. I tell people, if you're going to get a grant evaluator. Please get an evaluator. Just someone who's going to make sure that you're doing what you need to do, because the federal government will come for you. They will lock you up.
Oh,
you know, and now you're in a different place because you don't qualify for all the things you did. But it's important. You got to make sure you have the proper people in place, and not just people just doing it so they can get paid, but people who know what they're doing.
Right.
You got to make sure that you have someone in place that's going to hold you accountable for what the organization said you should be accountable for. You should be able to produce those documents in a timely fashion, demonstrating how you have used the money and that you have used it according to the requirement for the organization that gave you that money. That's important.
It is so important. And I don't know what we be thinking about. We just don't receive a whole lottery ticket of money in business. You know, how we think that we going to do a scratch off and, oh my God, they gave me $500,000 and I can just go and do whatever I want to do with it. That's not how the game works. So that's what we're learning about at KBBU in our business funding class. And it was an amazing lesson tonight. And thank you so much, Dr. Mary. You did a phenomenal job, as some of the other coaches have said, and it is true. Okay. So listen, let's talk about, let's go to another coach. Dr. Tina, can you share a little something about what you took from tonight's class?
It was so much good information that Dr. Mary shared, and I'm trying not to say let me see, because it was so much good information. But I guess what I'll do, I'll piggyback and play it safe. I'll piggyback off the Dr. Mary, what she's talking about, having your stuff in order. Just like in the Bible, we have to count the cost, right? Jesus said count the cost. So in counting the cost, when you are going to try to obtain these business grants, you need to make sure you have everything in order. The thing is, do you know what order is? Ooh. People out here, we have businesses, but do you know the order of operation for the paperwork you need to have in order to qualify for the grants? And that is what set KBBU apart, because for me, I knew that grants exist, but for a large part of my time, I had ignorance on it, because I was thinking that grants was only for businesses that are nonprofits. That was just my preconceived notion. And so all these years I have been doing it myself, building services, building products, doing stuff in the community, people coming in and being a sponsor. Okay. It's more to do is doing that. And so this particular class, because most businesses are bootstrappers, and just to give you a little definition, that's just a person who's building out your products and services yourself and not getting any help from anyone else. But anywho, that was one thing I'm giving you. The rest of it, you got to sign up for KBBU.
Say one.
That's one. Okay. But anyway, so coming to KBBU, I found out that you can get a grant, you know, even if you are a business for profit as well. And so most of it, if not all, is based down to how your foundation is built. And so what I would say that stood out to me with this class is, number one, seeing that everything I did in undergraduate class, I's dotted, T's crossed, it was exactly what I needed in order to qualify. How Michelle's curriculum is laid out. And number two, understanding the terminology. And number three, I needed encouragement to go and apply, because I didn't have the confidence. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have the confidence to go and apply because I was afraid they was gonna say no. I didn't think anyone would say yes. And to my amazement, people, they said yes to different things because I had my foundation straight, and KBBU helped me, you know, clean up, fix up what I need to fix, and clean what I need to clean in order to have the proper documentation to make my business fundable, or I would say businesses
fundable. So
That part.
what I got from Dr. Mary is that it was just confirmation for everything that we have already learned in KBBU. And then she came in and add her secret sauce on there, blowing my mind with all these different other things that I did not know about the government versus local. I was like, what? Looking in the wrong place. Like, oh, I need to put my attention over here. So it was just, I can go on and on because she blew my mind. It was absolutely amazing. And I have some work to do for me. And so the students, we both gonna be working. We all gonna be working on this one.
I know that's right. Yes, that whole part about, thank you, Dr. Tina. So that whole part about, you know, the different tiers of where we can search for the grants. That's what we talked about tonight in class. So if you've been wondering about that as an entrepreneur, hey, we got the solution for you right here. So you can sign up right now for those private individual one-on-one sessions. And then in August, we can even transfer you on over into this undergraduate class that we're having right now. And this class will start in August on the 20th of 2025. So you can go ahead and start your pre-registration right now and then have that thing paid off by the time class starts. Because you got some time. What you waiting for? Okay? But I love that how you said, like, we looked at the different tiers. We're looking at where do we go for grants. We're looking at exactly, you know, like the different places, not just to go, but what do they look for a grant? That's something that you talked about tonight, Dr. Mary. Okay, so that this has been really informative, but also exciting, and it's taken away all of the fears, like you're saying, Dr. Tina, from us hesitating on moving forward with what it is that belongs to us. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say about the whole matter. All right, who's up next? Can we have Coach Cornell? Can you go ahead and share what it is that you took away from tonight's class, Coach Cornell?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Doc, that was a good class. Great class. I'm still learning stuff, and you know, even though, you know, I know, you know, I did put the majority of the stuff in for my grants and whatnot. You know, I got a good feel on that now since you taught me that. Appreciate it. But Michelle said something tonight about making money for profit, and some don't even think about grants. You know, they still do the bootstrapping. You know, they just because they making money with bootstrapping, they ain't thinking about nothing else. You better go ahead and get that money. Go and get that money from them grants. That's extra money to help you with your business. That's extra money to get you that extra person in there that you need in your business. Now, when I tell you, when I filled out my paperwork, when I was trying to get certified in my grants, I went through a lot of trouble. And I'm gonna be honest. I went through a lot of trouble because I was new. And a lot of things that they was asking for, I didn't have. But I made phone calls. When you talk to those folks directly, man, it's so much easier. Now, you guys have been in business for 2 or 3 years. Hey, that's gonna make things a whole lot easier for you because that's what they need. And they need that info from the past 2, 3 years. You know, they want to see your taxes and whatnot. If you got that, you know, make sure you got your paperwork where you need it, so you can give it to them. It'll make things much easier. But it was kind of tough on me. But thank goodness, you know, I talked to Michelle. Michelle said, "You probably need to call them," and that's what I've been doing. And I tell you, things worked out a whole lot better for me. And I tell you, I was able to get all my certificates. So, hey, shouts out to you, Dr. Hancock. Hopefully, I'll be coming to you and Dr. Tina. You know, y'all doctors, y'all make be angels out there for me. You know, give me some of that free money y'all got. Look, I love y'all anyway.
So one of the things that Coach Cornell, thank you so much, he is talking about is in the class tonight, we learned the different tiers of funding. So y'all heard Dr. Tina give out one. You heard Coach Cornell is talking about, he's kind of hinting around what we talked about tonight as well. But did you know that there are 4 different tiers of how you can get funded? See, those are the kind of things that we learn at KBBU. And I know you want to know what it is. So go ahead to that website, www.kbbullc.com, and make sure you click on that link that says Let's Talk so we can talk about how we can get you into the next private session. And we can talk to you about how we can help you to get your business funded on 4 different levels. That's right, 4 different levels. So that's what we're talking about here. That's it. That's it right there. And when it comes to our businesses, you know, we really got to understand that just having one way of doing anything is not the best way. Okay. Just having one way to earn money. We know that everybody talks about multiple streams of income. Am I right? So that's what we're talking about here tonight in business funding. You know, you got to understand that the only way for you to make money is not just through your organization. It is other multiple areas of how you can actually get your business funded, getting your brick and mortar. If you're looking for a brick and mortar, there are ways for you to have your business set up with your employees. Did y'all know that there are grants out there that pay for employees? I'm gonna give y'all that one. But see, y'all don't know where to go, and y'all don't know really all the details that you really need to know. Someone out there actually pays for your people to be staffed in your organization. That is crazy to me. They pay you the grant and they pay your organization the grant, and then they turn around and pay for the people who you need to hire. So that's why it's so important for you to get in KBBU so we can teach you all about your job duties. We can teach you about your hierarchy. We can teach you how to set up things in a way professionally that you wouldn't find anywhere else, because ain't nobody else got time to tell you. Okay, that's why KBBU is here. All right. Thank you, Coach Cornell. That was fire. Yes, yes. Come on, let's keep it rolling. Coach Doris, let's go. Coach Doris in the house.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, this is so good. This is awesome. And Dr. Mary, you did a wonderful job. Amazing job. I was hearing things. I mean, when it comes to this avenue here, it's like I'm always a student just learning more. Like every time I hear I hear this discussion about grants, it's like just more and more information. And it's like, thank God I am at the right place, you know, because honestly, it's a whole avenue. And like what Michelle was saying, there's so many levels, there's so many things you have no ideas. We're literally sitting on money, like we're sitting on money. We're not really being that good steward, that faithful steward, because when I just realized this as well, that a good steward means understanding all your resources and knowing what you have. And that was the biggest eye opening tonight. For me, it was just within your local government, within your local state, the amount of information, the amount of resources, the things you have access to, you know. So it's honestly, it's all about understanding you don't know everything. And especially when it comes to business, it's a whole nother world. It's a whole nother language. So it's getting with people that have been there, that have done what you're looking to do and have achieved. And you really need to take advantage of that. And this is, in KBBU is where it's at, honestly. I mean, it's just amazing, the amount of information. And like Michelle was saying, like people don't even have time because they don't even know, right? They don't even know. They don't have time. People who write grants, they don't even understand some of these things that we're learning tonight, because all they're knowing is, you know, what they hear, they learn from someone else, but they don't really understand in depth how how amazing this is and what you have access to, really. And especially, this is one of the things I realized about government. They won't tell you the system is set up for those who have done their research, who have been educated and know what they're doing. And just how you have already, Michelle, put together that script, I'm assuming from experience.
Yes.
Because we got script tonight, guys. We got script.
Hey,
okay.
We got a script to get that grant, baby. Yes.
On what to say. So when you walk up in there, it's like, no, I know my stuff. It's like being in the office, the Secretary of State in the office, and somebody, because majority, like what, 80. But you always have that one person that come in and like boom, boom, boom. You know, they have their stuff together and like, ooh, we have to say yes to you. Like, whoa, okay. That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. So understanding what you have and then the things that you have access to means everything. It makes life simple. Live life simple, okay? And just be willing to learn and invest in other people. That's what the kingdom is all about. Investing in other people so that they can invest in you as well. That's the whole purpose, you know, about it's part of management. So that's all I got to say.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Coach Doris. That was very powerful. Thank you so much. You know, I was thinking about as you were talking, so one of the things that we talked about tonight, I'm not going to give the specific terms, but I'll say this much. Are you a business out here who has kept up with your amount of people who you have helped in a particular section of your business? Have you actually... Do you know that if you're out here helping teenagers, do you know how many teenagers you have helped? If you are out here helping domestic violence situations, how many different communities have you impacted? You know, what are the things that you are doing that you don't realize that could have been put into a business plan with a letter and submitted for a grant so that you can have your whole organization funded? Like, these are the kind of things that we are discussing. We're looking at the actual solution that you have solved. We're looking at the actual things that you have done numerically. How many people have you actually helped and impacted and made a change? All the time, I see us as business owners where we are out here and we're doing our thing. We're passionate about what it is that we do, but many of us are not keeping up with what we're actually doing. We're not keeping up with the number or the community or the industry and making comparisons among one another to see, not necessarily that we want to compete or compare against anybody else, but we do have to be conscious of what other people are doing versus what we are doing ourselves as business owners. And that in itself is the ability to give you access for a grant, not just a grant, but multiple grants. Okay? So that's something that we need to consider as business owners. We need to really begin to stop and think about, like, what am I doing? I'm out here helping people all the time. I love to help people. I'm always, giving the shirt off my back. I'm always going the extra mile. I'm always doing this extra stuff. But no, you think nobody's looking? Well, if you put that on paper, then there's an opportunity once you come into that private one-on-one session for you to go through KBBU. There's an opportunity for you to be able to go to Dr. Mary and get that grant written, multiple grants written. Okay. So we got to understand, guys, that it's not just one way. Even if we learn that way. And I like what one of y'all said just now about how, you learn as a grant writer. Some of the grant writers out here are learning things that here in KBBU that they have never, ever learned before. So it's not always one way. And I want us to get out of our head that it's just one simple way that we can earn a living, that we can earn money as business owner, or it's just one simple way. Like I've been doing this hustle for 20, 30 years and I'm still helping people. I'm making changes, but I don't have the resources. I don't have the equipment. I don't have the things that I need in order for me to keep going. We have the solution for you. Y'all see the website, you see the number. Go ahead and hit us up tomorrow morning. Don't do it tonight because we ain't nobody answering tonight. We going to bed after this. Hello. But for real, take this seriously because this is your livelihood. You know, a lot of people who transition from being on the job, but then coming from the job and going to business ownership, that has to be a mindset change. It has to be a shift in what it is that you're thinking about on how you're going to continue your living. How is it that you're going to continue to be and do the things that you have been called to do? And then who is documenting that information? Who is actually there documenting it? Okay. Are you writing stuff down? Are you creating letters? Are you creating a business plan? Are you creating or understanding how the whole application of the grant works? Okay, I'm gonna stop because I'm ready to teach again. All right, go ahead, Coach Preston. Let's hear your feedback from tonight's class.
Give that 5, boy.
What the world?
Dr. Mary. That class was excellent. And you talking about the ways to support your endeavors. You left one out. You said bootstrap, and I got one for you called a penny loafer. That's where I'm at right now.
Not the penny loafer. No, you ain't. You ain't no penny loafer.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of CTR Media Network live stream. I am Dr. TNJ Ramsey, the host of this particular edition of the live stream. You had the opportunity to watch me and Can't Always Be Wrong podcast, as well as some of the KBBU. And you was able to meet Brittany Petty, as well as some other things that actually aired on today. If you would like to see more of this content and in regards to KBBU with the part that you did not see, you can actually go on, you can go to KB Michelle Green's YouTube channel, and you can also watch it on CTR Media Network. You can go ahead and download the app right now. Yes, go ahead and download the app right now so that you can watch all of these episodes and so much more in the palm of your hand. And the cool thing is that it's absolutely free. Yes, free. So no excuses. This is your time. This is your moment to walk into your financial, spiritual, mental, business, relationship freedom. Okay, we have a little bit of everything. Before I go, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the top 5 channels on CTR Media Network. Number 5, we have the Entrepreneurship and Career Development TV channel with KB Michelle Green and Dr. Alethea Tucker with Thought for Thursday, which she's going to have a new episode this evening at 7 p.m. EST. In 4th place, we have the Entertainment and Lifestyle TV channel, and we have the Me and Can't Always Be Wrong podcast that you saw today. We also have the Michael Finkley Show. We have Boss Lady Star broadcasting, and we have Tupac Save the World. Number 3, in 3rd place, we have the Homeschool and STEM TV channel, which talks all about homeschooling and also CTR homeschooling. In 2nd place, we have the Self-Improvement TV channel, which is all about helping you improve your life. So we have the Kim Jacobs Show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy, Rooted Within Her, Sweet Blessings, the Annie L. Brothers Show, and Emerge Empower TV. And in 1st place for the month of March, we have Community Outreach and Nonprofit TV with Generational Turnaround, Nonprofit CEO, The Collective Experience and Hush No More podcast with Dr. Vanessa Dunn Guyton. Yes, yes, yes. So go ahead and download the app today. We plan to go live again to stream some additional shows so that you can get a little taste of what we have to offer, and go ahead and download the app today. Drop a comment below and let us know what type of content you would like to see, questions you would like to have answered, and what are you interested in seeing? And we will do our very best to bring that type of content in addition to the content that we already have to the network so that you can enjoy. We want this to be one of the venues that you come to every single day to watch television, podcast shows. We also have a channel called Music and Many Movies TV where you can go and watch that as well. So let us know what you want to see next. I am your host, Dr. TNJ Ramsey, and I will see you guys another day, another time. Have a great, amazing rest of your day. Stay safe and stay positive. Have a great day. Bye.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment, a perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters, and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, "I want to learn more." Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.